Welcome back to the Stepping Bricks YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Giuseppe Paladini. I'm the founder, and today we're going to talk about the 3 levels of wealth. Wealth is an important word, and there are 3 levels, not just one, like everybody talk about, the financial independence, the financial freedom. It's not just about that. It's actually broke down into 3 different steps. And I want you to learn these steps so that you can plan accordingly and you can grow your wealth in a sustainable way and long-lasting as well. So the first level of wealth, which we're going to cover today, is actually not financial freedom, but it's matching your expenses. So we're going to say here, expenses. What does it mean? So first of all, before you even think about making money, you need to understand where you're losing money, where you're spending the money. So there is a nice exercise you can do, which is download your last 6 months bank statement, and then you create an Excel file and you put 2 columns. In these 2 columns, you put things that I need to spend money on and things that I want to spend money on. Now you will be surprised, it's a very good exercise, I promise, and you're going to see that the things you need to spend money on are actually mortgage or rent or bills, insurance, food, fuel for the car if you have a car, and so on. So these are expenses you can't avoid, so things that you actually need to spend money on. But then there are things that you want to spend money on. For example, the gym membership, or a magazine, or could be games, or could be Netflix subscription, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. I mean, do you really need all of them or just 1 or 2? So I don't want to, of course, tell you what to do, but if you are struggling with money, then you probably want to budget a little bit better. So make sure that your first figure that you come out after you do this exercise is clear to you, and that is your first goal, your first level of wealth. You need to match that figure, you need to match your expenses. Now when you do this exercise, obviously there are things you can probably avoid, but let's say you want everything, you need everything, then you can put them together and that is your figure, okay? You have figure X here. That is your first goal for the first level of wealth. Now the second goal is actually the financial independence. So we call it here independence. Second level of wealth is the financial independence. Some people call it financial freedom, but it's not always freedom, as you can probably guess, like passive income, all these keywords, buzzwords. They are actually quite dangerous if you don't know what they mean really. So the financial independence means there is matching your salary, okay? So here I'm going to write it in parentheses. Let's say you work in a 9-to-5 job and you have an X amount per year. That is your salary. So as I said before, you need to match your expenses. Now you need to match your salary. So I assume that you are on a 25 or 20 or 30 or 40 or 50,000 pounds a year, whatever your salary is, that is your now X2 number, okay? Sorry about the writing, this is X1 and this is X2. So that is your level of wealth number 2, which is match your salary. If you match your salary, that gives you financial independence. However, you're not ready to quit your job just yet. Don't do it. Now, let's say you love your job, but you still want to grow further, then you need to reach the number 3 level of wealth. But independently, if you love your job or not, let's say you hate it, please don't leave your job right now, because this level is not enough to sustain your lifestyle. So matching your salary is the second goal. But your most important goal is actually the third one, which is financial abundance. So match your expenses, match your salary, match your lifestyle. Okay, quite important. And that is called X3. So I want to make sure you understand this, because many people, many trainers, they talk about financial freedom, financial independency, and then they omit completely. They don't talk about financial abundance, which is probably the most important. This determines your lifestyle. So this is easy to calculate because you do that exercise with the 6 months bank statement. This is easy to calculate because you know exactly how much you're earning from your salary. This is something you need to sit down and actually think, imagine your lifestyle. What do I need to do in order to match that figure that is going to give me a much better lifestyle than it is right now? Everybody wants to grow. We're human after all, so we need that growth inside and outside. So the third level of wealth is the most important, and if you're planning these things and you do one by one, don't try to jump the gun and go to the third one straight away. You need to know these two first, then you can finally be financially abundant. I hope this video has been useful for you. My name is Dr. Giuseppe Paladini, founder of the Stepping Bricks. Remember, we have a club, which is a monthly subscription program that we teach people how to invest in property, how to go through the different levels of wealth, and we have weekly Q&A sessions on Zoom, live, not pre-recorded, live, and you can find out more information on our website, steppingbricks.co.uk, where you can find how to register for the club if you want to work with me more closely. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.